Melbourne Show 2009.
Thank you.
I've been asking a few people a couple of questions that they might like to have asked, and one of them was, is this your first visit to the Royal Melbourne Show?
Yes, mine. Yes.
No, it's not mine.
No, Tess and I are both from Victoria. You're from Melbourne, I'm from sort of Warrnambool way, so we've been here as kids a hell of a lot, and it's wonderful to be back.
Yeah.
So you came here when you were a kid too, Tessa?
Oh yeah, of course, heaps of time.
And any favourite memories from the Melbourne Show?
Lots of chocolate show bags and rides and being sick.
And headaches on the way home.
Well, all the way to Warrnambool as well, perhaps. Yes, that could well be. Listen, when you came here and you had rides and the chocolate and stuff, did you have a favourite ride?
Can't really remember.
Gravitron?
I went on a Gravitron the other day and had never felt so sick in my life.
We went on that together, that was bad.
All three of you together?
No, he bailed out.
I said, I'm going to be sick, and Ax was like, nah, I'll be fine. And then 10 minutes later, he was ready to
We came on.
But we just went on a ride, the one where you fly down that big sort of chute with water. Has anyone tried the water ride?
Who's tried the water ride?
Did you get absolutely soaked?
Yeah.
It was good fun. And there's also a big sort of spinning one, a big tall spinning one. These guys are too cheap. Oh, you're too chicken to go on.
No, I'll go on it.
Oh, you go.
I go on everything but the Gravitron.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Has anyone ever been on a Gravitron?
Yeah.
Is it the most horrible experience in your life?
Yeah.
Oh.
The hangover is.
The hangover is, you're right.
Okay. You're talking about a ride there, I assume. It's a ride.
More importantly, what's your favourite ride?
My favourite ride, now this is going to be very telling. There's not going to be many people here who will know this, but my favourite ride, other than the go-karts, was the Gee Whiz.
What was the Gee Whiz?
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, Gee Whiz. It was pretty tame by today's standards, but it sort of went around and round and really fast, and it was just great because it had music like Herb Alpert and his Tijuana Brass. But not many people would remember that either, would they?
It's a long time ago.
I tell you what, are you game enough for the Triple XL?
Yeah.
And the Triple XL is one of the newest and most exciting rides at this year's Melbourne Show. And there's 3 gondolas and they spin you every which way but loose until you get 30 metres up into the air.
That's what I was using.
And then you drop, free fall like this.
That's a long way for vomit to fall as well, isn't it?
I wouldn't be standing too close. But that's what they reckon. So we've got 2 from Melbourne who have seen the Melbourne Show, but Todd, you're from Madawi.
Where's that?
Madawi originally, which is about... Anyone from Madawi here? Okay.
No.
It's about half an hour outside of Newcastle. Anyone from Newcastle? Yeah, really?
Okay. Hey, welcome from New South Wales, because you know we like you being here. That's good.
Thanks, mate. It's good to be here.
So, big welcome for the visitors from New South Wales. Come on. Hey, so when you get time off from all of the acting and rehearsal and visiting and signing autographs and stuff, what do you like to do to relax? How about you, Tess?
Me? Well, I like to come back home to Melbourne and see my family and friends and go shopping, hang out, go to the beach.
And do you hang out together?
All of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do actually quite a bit, which is surprising. You think we'd be sick of each other, but no, all the time on the weekends we go out and just chill.
What sort of things do you do when you're hanging out?
Well, I play a bit of music on the side, and so I try and I'm in the process of writing some more songs for a record. So, which is hard because home and away schedule, it's very busy. It's 5 days a week. Yep. These guys are a lot more busy than myself, but it's 5 days, and then you're learning scripts at night, and you're shooting and travelling around, and so you don't get a lot of time to chill. You know, it's either catch up on sleep, write a bit of music, and come down to Melbourne because Tess and I both like coming back to what we call the motherland because Melbourne is the greatest city in Australia, hands down.
Yeah. So Melbourne's the greatest city in Australia,
hands down.
Closely followed by Madawi, which is almost a city.
Well, ask Todd that. We were discussing the finer points of Melbourne versus New South Wales. And what did you have to say on the topic?
I tell you what I'd like to say is that the weather is absolutely abomination.
In Madawi?
Yeah, no, in Melbourne.
Oh.
Hey, it poured through today. The weather's good today.
If you guys get amazing weather, I'll live here. But yeah, I'm a bit of a sunshine beach body, so yeah.
And with a body like that,
Stop it.
So what's your favourite thing about working on Home and Away?
Me?
Yeah.
Get to work with lots of good-looking guys.
Now I had to ask that question that way around because if they'd said you get to work with good-looking guys, it would have seemed not very modest. So that's why that.
I just love my job. I love getting to do what I love every single day. And work with great people, and we have so much fun. It's one of the best jobs in the world, I reckon.
Do you agree that Home and Away is one of the greatest platforms for acting talent in Australia?
Yeah.
Well, hang on, let me ask Melbourne first. Do you agree that Home and Away's got lots of great acting talent and it's a good platform for them to learn their skills?
There's your answer.
That's a big answer when Melbourne and Victoria are very much neighbours and Home and Away. So it's, do we have any Neighbours fans here? But do we have more Home and Away fans here? There's your answer.
Well, there you go. Listen, Home and Away is not just popular in Victoria, because I know I've seen it in Europe, and I know that it's very popular there. Now when you travel, do people in Europe sort of recognise you from a Home and Away perspective? What's it like being recognised in public?
I don't think any of us have been to Europe since we've been on the show.
No, I was over there late last year doing some music stuff, and it's amazing in Ireland and England. It's on at sort of 6 o'clock. I think it used to be on at 4 o'clock, so everyone would come home and watch it from school. But I was speaking to an actor who used to work on Home and Away, and he said he was out having a drink with some friends and was just walking down a quiet street at 2 a.m. in the morning, no one round, and still he was getting recognised. Apparently they go absolutely bananas for the show over there, and
it's like 4 times, like it's fairly big reception here. I think we get 1.5 million a night or something like that, but it's like 4 times bigger in the UK and Ireland. So times this by 4, it's pretty cool.
That's fantastic. Now there's a reason for that, and you know why? Why? There's 2 reasons. One is that it's Australian.
Yes.
2, it's good. And the 3rd reason is because it's got talent like you that make it the show that it is. What do you reckon?
Tell us, what's some of your favourite parts of the job? What do you enjoy the most when you get up every morning?
Okay, I tell you what, it's always been my dream to do acting, so I think getting a chance to do it 5 days a week is pretty lucky. But I think the combination of the fact that I love it, the people as well, and also the chance to I don't know, be creative with it. We get to do a lot of storylines. Anyone who's watched the show for a couple of years straight knows that we deal with a lot of different issues as our characters develop. So it's really interesting from an acting perspective to be able to get to delve into those range of emotions as well. So it's a combination of things, but these guys are like my family now. I see them more than my mum and my dad and my brother. So it's an awesome environment to work with. You get to work with your mates every day, so it's perfect.
Well, it's good you've got good mates. Thanks for helping us out here. It's been lovely to have you along at the Melbourne show. There's one, I'm not sure about asking this question because there's so many wonderful things at the Melbourne show, so much food, but somebody has asked me to ask you, considering that you could have sushi or hamburgers or gourmet burgers or a full course meal, they've asked me to ask you, is your favourite showgrounds food fairy floss or Dagwood dogs?
Well, it'd be rude not to say that, wouldn't it? We were just thinking how many Dagwood dogs would be consumed in one day. Who's had a Dagwood dog today? Are they the greatest thing? Only a couple of hands. Come on, who's seriously had one? I've had 2.
Yeah, mate, who's had 2 Dagwood dogs? That might be a better question.
And they're going straight to my hips as well. But,
What are they?
We'll work on that.
What are they?
But no, it is lovely. But it's the headache. Has anyone got a headache? Has anyone consumed too much sugar? A few. Drink heaps of water. I'm sure there's some Nurofen floating around. Actually, a ride also does help digest that sugar. Or a quick run around the ground. Headache is gone. More fairy floss. Get in there.
Yeah, more fairy floss.
So guys, thanks for being with us at the Royal Melbourne Show on the Herald Sun Town Square stage.
Thank you
No
so
worries.
much.
And thank you everyone for coming to say hello. We'll be doing a signing at
2:45 doing signings over in the main public grandstand. They'll be there bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. They can answer your other questions about Home and Away. And thank you very much for coming, Todd.
Yes, thanks for having us, guys.
And also Axel.